Twice a Week Podcast, episode 34.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, dude? 34. Whoa! 34. We made it to 34, dude.
Yeah, it's exciting every time.
Holy cow.
Every week, baby.
Thank you guys, first and foremost.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We did. Yeah.
We got new mics in this bitch.
Yeah, we got new microphones a couple days ago. What y'all think? What y'all think about the Schmurda's 7Bs?
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. We got a bunch of new shit on the way. This whole fucking setup's about to be different, dude.
Yeah, man. We're switching it up on y'all again. Numero cuatro.
Yeah, number 4.
Unfortunately, I'm bummed Mason's not here.
I know.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I guess we should tell him.
Should we tell him, though? Is that like, are we going to get arrested?
We had like a little bit of an issue with Mason. Luckily, he's 18 now, so like he could, deal with it like a big boy.
Yeah.
But we had to let him go, and so we're back on our own again.
Yeah. He had to get hemorrhoid surgery, and he said some things to us. Nah, we're just kidding.
Of course.
He'll be back next week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my god.
What plugin is that? We've never never fucked with that when we're making songs.
It's just it's voices.
Brand new.
Yeah, I think it's African Voices is the plugin name. And it's like in the Legacy program in Logic. It's pretty cool. Look, check this out, guys.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, I do actually have a couple things in my notes I wanted to talk about tonight,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I feel like Red Band.
Yeah.
Is that his name? It's Red Band.
Yes.
Red Band. I finally got it. I always called him Red Man.
You find it?
I don't know why. I just thought they were saying Red Man.
Yeah, it's Red Band. I don't know why it's Red Band.
I don't know either.
He just went on Rogan, actually.
Really?
He's super into like VR and shit. Like
Yeah.
he hosts every night. Mm-hmm. Like he streams himself on VR.
Yeah, it's cool. If I had the know-how, which I want to do, I want us to be able to do that. Like I want us to be able to have. I want this studio to be in the metaverse as this studio to also exist in the metaverse exactly how it is.
That would be so awesome.
And and then like we can do a simultaneously do a show in the metaverse while we're doing this.
Yeah.
That's the future. I mean, that's where everything's going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I've been talking to a lot of people about the metaverse stuff, and we've even talked about it on the show a lot. And like, it is a scary thing to think about happening, but everything that is like new and like is gonna like that is obviously
it
going
can't not be scary. Yeah.
It's always gonna be scary. Like the internet was scary. Everyone's like, oh, like the interweb 666, it's the mark of the beast.
Right.
Like, it's always gonna be scary. But I think like when I think about what virtual reality could be if used properly, like it could be amazing. And it is amazing.
It is. Yeah.
Like, think about the first time, because I mean, I've talked a lot of shit about it. Everyone has, but
yeah.
When I think about the first time I put on like a VR headset and like was in that world, it's like, whoa, dude. Like,
yeah, and the graphics like weren't even that good.
Yeah,
like, think about when it's like not discernible from.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be way too cool, is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's true.
But like,
I don't know.
It's kind of like all this shit happening right now, bro. It's just going to show people's true colors, like what they really want to be doing, what they really believe in, what they really care about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're a person who is like not an introvert, also known as an extrovert.
Yeah.
And like you like going outside and exercising, those people are still going to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like when weed becomes legal, or when all drugs become legal, more people aren't going to do drugs because it's the thing now. It's the people that wanted to do drugs are still going to do them, and the people that didn't want to are still going to not do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a cool thing. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe with the VR thing, like maybe do it, but not like be consumed by it.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have things in your life already that bring you ultimate joy and like a high and just things that you do, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna fucking invade anybody. It's gonna be people going to it.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are worried about.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about this. Like, instead of like if you have a relative, like you have relatives that live in Portland, instead of calling them or FaceTiming them on the phone, how cool would it be to sit down with them and have a cup of tea?
Right.
Like, actually do that. Like,
Yeah.
they're right there in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't reach out and touch them, but still, I mean,
Right.
you know, it doesn't, like, you're there in front of them.
See what they're doing. And
Yeah,
shit.
you're like hanging out. You know, you can go play golf. You can go play 18 holes of golf with someone that lives the other side of the world.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You know, everyone
Go
likes
snowboarding.
Yeah, everyone fixates on like the real dark stuff, like all the bad stuff that can come about, which is understandable because we're in kind of a dark time right now. But
That is true. Like, I feel people definitely think about the dark stuff, but also the dark stuff is what sells in the media, so that's all that's covered.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, it's like when you actually go to talk to someone face to face about it, they're either just like not into it or they are.
Yeah.
It's not like that's going to end the world, like
Yeah.
how you think people think about it, but that's not reality,
Yeah,
which is super frustrating.
it is frustrating. People, I mean, it's gonna happen regardless. That's
Right.
the reality of it. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, are you gonna fixate on the bad or the good? That's your two options.
Yeah.
You know. And then I understand I understand like why people are upset that like old Zuckerberg is trying to get a monopoly on it, you know, but he's not gonna. It's not gonna happen. He's not gonna have a monopoly on VR, on the VR world. I mean, yeah, he named his stuff the Metaverse, but like think about
I mean, that Metaverse is already its own thing. That's not his.
Yeah.
He just like kind of started using it,
yeah.
you know?
Do you remember how like butthurt everyone was about MySpace? Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Look at MySpace now.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's just the first of something that's going to be cool, I think. Hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, there's going to be millions and millions of metaverses.
Yeah, there's going
There's going to be one for everybody.
Yeah, it'll be infinite. Just you can go
There's
to...
going to be ones for the people that like to go fucking... like you can go fucking hike Everest in your living room.
Yeah. You can see what's...
That's fucking crazy as fuck.
Uh-huh.
That'd be so cool.
And then think about, like, when we get to the point... We already have so many satellites up there. It'll eventually get to the point to where, like, you're hiking Everest and you're seeing it how it actually is in that moment.
Right.
Like, because they have,
Yeah.
data coming in about what's going on there everywhere in the world at the same time. So you can actually go explore the world in real time how it is. That'll eventually be a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking telescope, dude.
Dude, the James Webb, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Fuck.
Woo! Did you...
Gonna be insane.
Dude, I was talking to one of my very close friends about this recently. I didn't know this. NASA hired, I think it was either 12 or 24. It's one of those two numbers. Clergymen. They hired that many clergymen to go and interview people and ask them what they thought, what they would think about the James Webb telescope discovering intelligent life and how that would affect their view on God. NASA hired clergymen to go ask people that.
And we were talking about that
So yeah, so there's, I mean,
last episode.
why would they hire that many people to go ask people that? Like they know, like there's gotta be, they're probably like, hey, get ready, cause it's.
What did they call? They're called like theologists.
I don't know.
Thea somethings.
Theologians.
Theologians. I
I
saw
don't
an
know.
article like the people specifically that I guess have been trained to like have first contact or whatever or
Ooh.
something like that.
Well, you're talking about people who have been trained to talk to the aliens
I
first.
think so. Yeah.
Wow.
I might be mixing two articles together to make my
But no,
own fantasy.
I want to talk about that.
because that's cool.
Because what quality? So, okay, let's say I came up to you and I said, "Hey, Jace, you're gonna have to be the first guy to talk to this alien civilization. You don't know anything about them. What? And you have 10 years to prepare yourself. You have 10 years to learn, certain subjects, whatever. What are 3 things that you make yourself proficient in?"
Start a cycle of steroids.
Yes. We have 10 years.
Yeah.
So you're trying
It'd be
to
pretty big.
You're trying to be Ronnie.
I would want to be intimidating.
Like
is what I'm
Ronnie
saying.
Coleman walking up.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Just to listen.
No, that's completely that's reasonable.
Right?
Yeah, like you're the face of human.
Like if I'm gonna, it's kind of like that. Just like in regular life.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be, even if you're not a bitch, you don't want to like appear to be a bitch to anybody.
No, yeah, of
Because
course.
that might just be like you get off on the wrong foot of they immediately think that they have something on you.
Yeah.
So I'd want to do that.
Okay.
Be like, oh, okay, this guy.
So you would be absolutely.
Yeah, just absolutely veined. Just totally veined.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
I would honestly probably do 10 years of just I'm either in the gym or I'm like with NASA learning about all the stars in the different galaxies. So if they have any questions
About
in that realm,
like our zone,
it's like, oh, you know your spot.
like the Milky Way.
Because they'll be like, we know your spot, but do you know about it? And then ask me questions and I'll be like, I fucking know the spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, astronomy, bodybuilding. What's the third?
Third thing. I'd probably come with mushrooms.
To try to give to them or to eat them yourself?
To eat them together to see if we could connect better.
See, I don't.
Or weed.
I don't think that would work because we are from the earth, like that's where we come from, and that's
Also, probably wouldn't affect them the same.
it might kill them.
Oh. What do you think they do? Space dust?
Yeah, just the equivalent of
So I bring PCP?
yes, PCP.
Right. I'll bring
astronomy, bodybuilding,
and PCP.
PCP.
Okay.
Nice.
But okay, what would you do?
Yeah.
I think I would try to be as proficient in what's the word of it? Not symbolism, but the people who find like these old codexes, like the Rosetta Stone, and then decode them.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, like linguistics.
Oh, okay.
So like like they find ancient Sumerian texts in a language that no one knows, and they have to figure out what it says from scratch.
Okay.
So whatever that is, I guess linguistic interpretation. That would be the first one. Second one, probably hand-to-hand combat. Just in case.
So steroids.
Yeah, just in case. And then the third one, oh man.
While you think about that, what are you envisioning that this motherfucker looks like when you're walking up to him?
I don't know.
It's almost impossible to not separate it from Hollywood.
That's a good point.
But what if they're 32 feet tall?
Yeah.
Or what if it's a fucking octopus?
Or what if it's
that floats?
What if it's a gaseous based entity? It's made out of gas.
They're literally a spook.
It's just like
they could be a spook
I know.
that makes noise.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Bob Lazar thinks they're midgets.
So hand-to-hand combat.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, if they're midgets, it doesn't even matter. If they were if they were that small, I wouldn't try. I wouldn't, even if it attacked me, I probably wouldn't attack it back. Because then what if it's like, what if they're just developed like just right up to where we're at, but they're just so small, so we think it's gonna have all this technology and it just bows up on us, and then all it can do is just
Yeah.
yeah. All right, sorry. Linguistics, hand-to-hand combat, and maybe some kind of like psychology or something. I don't know. I can't think of a third one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. I was kind of thinking in that way with the astrology thing because it could be something that we could connect on.
Yeah.
Right? Like a fucking common ground.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're not. Would it matter to connect with them? Like they probably don't care. Like they already know what we're doing, what we're all about. They've definitely been watching us. They know we can't do shit to them.
Yeah.
So it's probably it would be a super chill conversation. I feel like the only reason we or they would want to talk to us is if they liked us, like they liked what they had been seeing, and they want to warn us that like this is going to end.
Yeah.
So if you do this, it won't.
Yeah.
Or you can prolong it a little bit past, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think the most likely scenario if we did discover intelligent life, though, is... So the James Webb Telescope can see so far away that, like let's say we found an Earth-like planet, and we, like, zoom in on it, and we're just watching cities. Like, oh, my God, like, there's aliens going to work, all this stuff. The thing is, what we would be seeing would be so old.
Right.
So, like, we would be...
Yeah.
It would be like watching TV. Like, that's not... Like, what we would be observing wouldn't be real anymore. Like, it happened,
Right.
but that civilization is probably gone.
Yeah.
Or, the planet's been destroyed or hit by an asteroid by now, because it'll be hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions of years old of what we're watching. And then vice versa, if we're looking and then we see... Like, we're looking at them and we see a telescope looking back at us. How does that work? What are they seeing? Are they seeing us look at them in the... So, yeah, no, if they're looking at us with the telescope, I guess they're going to be seeing us however long away they are from us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so then what they would be seeing from us would be, like, I guess cavemen. Or, like, they would be seeing, however far... If they're 100,000
Right.
light years away,
Yeah,
they would
yeah.
be seeing humanity 100,000 years ago. But...
And they'd be like, oh, they definitely didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
They're just like farting in a cave.
What would be cool though? What if that happened and then they somehow were holding up something, like we were able to observe something they had, and then we figured out how to communicate with them faster than light. So then we could communicate with them and say, hey, tell us about our past selves. What happened? Because we're communicating with them faster than what we're observing. And then they could be like, oh, this is where you come from. This is what happened.
They could be like, Scientology's fucking gay.
Yeah. And then they could wormhole tapes to us, and they could be like, look, like you can watch humanity evolve. We've been watching you for millions of years. Here's the tapes. Watch it. It's great. Look, here's Jesus. They killed that motherfucker. You can watch it on video, on VHS.
Dude, yeah.
That's a possibility that could happen, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff.
That is cool stuff, dude.
Goodness gracious.
We're not going to be able to use a different plugin ever.
Nope. Just this guy.
True that.
True that.
There's so much stuff. I don't even know what all these do. We'll see what the D key does.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, I've got stuff too. What you got? Give me something good.
So, like, pharmaceuticals, they're not going anywhere. Right? For a very long time. And it's a terrible thing. Okay?
Well, you say pharmaceuticals are just
like big pharma, like
okay, yeah.
The corrupt business of it all, like with all the politicians being involved and everything, like it's pretty permanent, at least for now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking pill for everything. And for every one of those pills that is for one of everything, there's a pill to either assist that pill or to get off of that pill, right?
Yes.
So we just you know, we just need to make a pill that's for the pill that's for the pill for everything. And we're rich.
So Adderall. I'm just kidding.
Damn it.
Wait, no, break that down for me. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing in my head.
Make the pill that's for the pill that's
Pretty
for...
much what I'm saying is essentially you can't beat them, join them. So let's just start making some pills.
I'll make a pill with you.
Pills do really well in this country.
Yeah, they do. Dude, there's countless numbers of carbon-based molecules we can make out there. You know, you just make a random one and just see what it does.
We could not really join them and make some crazy placebo pill.
That's a lot of supplements, though.
And just say it does something super minor, like to where you could definitely just do it if you thought about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but it would have to make you feel really good to make a lot of money.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what the history of amphetamines have been, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
You think about, like, all those... Remember, like, from the time amphetamines were synthesized, they were used as dietary supplements because you don't eat. And they're like, this will help you lose weight. And then people take it, and they're like, wow, I feel amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they're still used for that. They're sold at gas station counters.
Really?
That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, that's true. It's just stimulants, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have the whole side of the downers as well.
Right. Then you got the mediums.
Mm-hmm. What would be a medium pill?
What would be a medium?
Like
well, you create it. You create the concoction in your body by doing coke and then taking a Xanax, or taking an Adderall and smoking weed.
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of people, though, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You think a lot of people, or that's just what the media says?
That's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness.
True that.
Yeah. Drugs are weird. Not bad though. The people that own them are bad.
You just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Don't ever do it.
Have fun
Yeah.
in a mature manner.
Who was the comedian that made the joke of, like, when it comes to drugs, like, if you're gonna do some drugs, just do half, you know? Like, if everyone's doing this crazy shit, just do half.
Yeah, it's fucking genius.
I forgot who said that. Someone said
But it has to be based off of weight,
yeah, that's a good point.
as in your body weight. But the general idea, yes, absolutely.
It feels lonely in here without Mason.
I know, it's really fucking weird.
It is weird.
It used to feel weird with him in here.
No, it feels weird without him. Well, because
Now it's weird without him.
I like saying some fucked up stuff or just saying something ridiculous and then just looking at him.
I
And he's
know.
like,
See, this is going to be so much better because I have to 180 degree my neck.
yeah, you do.
And Mason's about to be
We'll just be looking. He'll
center fucking stage. And we're going to be perfectly facing each other.
Oh, yeah.
Think about how good this is going to feel.
It'll be about like this.
That's how I like talking to you, you know?
Have some papers in front of us.
Yeah, dude, we'll have
Talking
professional
points.
notebooks. We'll get a twice a week bucket for our beers.
Yeah. No, I'll put it here.
It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good setup. A lot more professional for people coming in. They don't think we're going to start making out with them mid-podcast.
Yeah, every time you do one of those. Dude, something I want to talk about was we were talking to Mason just about school and stuff, and like teachers especially. And then I was thinking about therapy, and then I was thinking about, which we've like said this before, but like how everybody in these professions are like also just people, you know, like they have different backgrounds, different education and stuff, but like they're all just people.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of like there are doctors that fuck up out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like think about psychotic, like psychosis patients that go to psychiatrists that aren't good psychiatrists, or regular people that have just regular problems, but their psychiatrist is fucked up or going through something at that time.
Yeah. Like
That's just fucking hit or miss, dude. You could easily be paying to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Because of the person that you're conversing with.
Mm-hmm. Like if they're going through a bit of nihilism and they're just like,
yeah,
they read the wrong forum on Reddit.
Right.
Night. Yeah. Yeah.
Or like these teachers that like lean way too far a certain way, and instead of just giving non-biased factual information, which is what they're fucking paid to do, they're pushing their ideology onto these kids and molding them fucking 5 hours a day at this place that these kids are forced to go to. Like that's so fucked up. Keep your shit to yourself.
I'll raise you one. How about this? How about preachers?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because, I mean...
But with school, like, these kids have to go there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good...
I mean, and in some families, though, the kids do have to go to church. But it's a little more of a mass thing with school. But, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking preachers.
I honestly, when I think about it, I honestly think a good reason why... not a big reason, but definitely part of the reason why I'm so like flamboyant and like rah, 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 is because I spent like 15 years like growing up and going to a charismatic evangelical church every Sunday and every Wednesday. And
so if that motherfucker affected your mannerisms for life, think about some hard cut, well spoken ideology that is fucked up, but is presented in a good way to where it's believable.
It's bad. It can be bad. It can be good though, but it can also take a very, very bad.
Well, yeah, it changes lives either for the good or, you know, for the better or worse.
Yeah.
Especially when you're fucking like going through puberty and shit. Like you're just a sponge, dude.
You're taking up everything. Every little thing affects you.
Which is great for you if you're getting just like cold hard facts, equations, history, smiles,
algebra.
Algebra. Yeah.
That falls under equations.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't sponge too hard on those years, but yeah, dude, that shit pisses me off.
That's funny.
Like so many of my teachers, luckily I've was a critical thinker and thought for myself from a very young age.
That's good.
And I heavily disliked some of my teachers.
Really?
And it was like I felt so trapped in there. Like you shouldn't be telling me any of this shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't respect you as a human being.
That's a lot of people's experience too. I was very lucky with my teachers though, to be honest. I had very good, mostly high school teachers. I had some middle school, elementary school teachers I didn't really care for, but high school.
I had a couple in middle school that I absolutely were repulsive to me.
Yeah.
But luckily, like every year of high school, I would have one that I really connected with.
Really?
And it would like make the rest of them better.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah. Shout out old Central High School. Had some very good teachers over there. I remember.
You know what's funny? Sorry, but like when this is 1 million subscribers, still not one person will know what Central High School.
Well, it's like Hogwarts. I swear to God, dude. You just have to believe.
I know.
You keep driving through like nothingness, and you're like, "There's no fucking way there's a school here." And then all of a sudden, you run through the forest, and there it is.
Yeah.
I had this one teacher, Coach Matthews. He knows who he is. Old Wesley Matthews. I remember I was taking his history class, and don't remember what we were talking about. He was a great teacher, dude. He would talk. He was like, he's a reasonable guy. He was from the country, kind of a hick. Like, I don't know what his political views were. I have no idea, which is great. I shouldn't have any idea.
Yeah.
And he made us read the Communist Manifesto dude, it's Central High School. He made us read the Communist Manifesto. So like, he's like, you don't have to agree with it, but you need to know what this is. Like,
That's fucking
stuff like that.
awesome.
And then like, I remember, I think I was a senior and it was like one of our last days of class. And he's like, I brought my banjo to school and was playing it. And he's like asking me what I wanted to do. And I don't remember what I told him, but he's like, yeah. He's like, you know what? He's like, just keep picking that banjo, Pooley. And I was like, all right.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was mad. Yeah.
Call me crazy, but let's say you're 18 years old, your senior year. Some kids are 17 before they get out of there.
Yeah.
I think it's more appropriate for a teacher to offer an 18-year-old student a hit of a joint at recess than it is to push their political ideology on them.
I completely 100% agree. You owe it to that neutral vessel to allow them. I'm speaking as to an 18-year-old. An 18-year-old is a neutral vessel. You owe it to them to allow them to develop their own political beliefs. Now, if they ask you something, or if they ask for your opinion, then it's okay to give it. But 18-year-olds aren't asking teachers for their opinions.
They're not often, and if they do, they should say, this is my, like, be clear about that this is my personal belief. This
Yeah.
isn't what I think you should be thinking, or say that
Exactly.
they know how it actually is.
Like, this isn't reality. This is what I think.
Right.
This is not objective reality.
Yeah, dude, it just pushes down kids' ability to think critically.
Yeah.
And that's the absolute most important above everything else to have in your life.
I completely 100% agree. Critical thinking.
Hear information, take it in,
Yep.
process it, don't immediately react off of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Respond with what you fucking gathered,
Yeah.
which that also might not be right, but don't just say something back because you're fucking 5 years ago my high school teacher said that this is how it is.
Mhm.
Like,
Critical thinking. And I know for a long time, like, I would hear the term critical thinking, and like, that's it. You hear that term all the time. Critical thinking, critical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
critical thinking. We need to be critical thinkers. But when you think about like there's two words in there, critical and thinking. Like, what is a critic? You know, a critic
Mm-hmm.
is someone who is they're saying, hey, like, I hear what you're saying. However, I'm going to take in what you're saying and I'm going to criticize it. Even if I agree with you, even if I think you're right, I owe it to you and I owe it to myself to take it in and say, let's break this down and see if this is true and criticize it. Because then one of two things are going to happen. We're going to be 100% certain that we're right. Or we're going to be 100% certain that this is true. This is what I believe. Okay, good. I can take this and latch onto it. Or we're going to say, let's hit the brakes. There's something in here that doesn't make any sense. Let's try to fix this part of it. And then that's just better for everyone.
right.
Yeah. You start slipping into Nazi
Yeah,
Germany.
and that keeps thoughts that are mostly good or mostly true pure,
Mm-hmm.
because that bead of whatever it was that was gets cleared up.
Yeah.
And then you both know.
Exactly. When you stop doing that, then you start getting into some weird situations. That's where you get...
It's like a good, maybe not a good representation of it, but like there's two football teams and two of the players, one from each team, get in a fight.
Yeah.
I'm on Team B's side, and Team B fucked up, okay, and gets in a fight with Team A.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's on my team does not mean that I need to be doing exactly what he's doing. I can go help him so he doesn't get fucked up, but that doesn't mean that I'm with him because he's on my fucking team. Maybe you come there and you be the middleman and separate and
Yeah.
be okay with both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You still love this person,
Yeah.
but that wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Blessed thou.
Blessed are the old thou.
Oh,
He's doing something good.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
Or God only knows.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's right.
I will say, let me get a little religious on you. You know, I gotta get religious on you guys. Come on now.
Come on.
Let me hear it. My favorite. So Jesus has all these names in the Bible. They call him all kinds of shit. The Prince of Peace, Lord of Lords, the Guy of Guys. They don't call him the Guy of Guys, but my favorite term that they give Jesus is he's the great mediator. That's my favorite term they give to him. The great mediator. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that
absolutely.
term. He's like, right? He's the
Yeah, it means he's logical.
He's right in the center. He's the mediator. You're pissed. You're arguing. He's all right. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, because it's easy. You know, it's easy to it's easy to just give in to one side and just lay down and fuck them. You know, but
Yeah, because you give in to one side, you have a million people behind you.
Yeah.
Still doesn't mean that it's the correct stance to take.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times there's not a correct stance. I mean, it's like, what is correct? You know,
Right.
you know what's this side's definition of correct is probably completely different than this side's definition of correct.
But there is a correct way to act.
Yeah. Well, there's a correct way to go about
Yeah.
things. It's being
That's what you can be correct about.
Being
is
civil.
Being civil.
Yeah. Were you gonna say civil too?
Yeah, I was.
Wow,
I was in the midst.
that's pretty crazy. This is ridiculous.
Bro, so I was driving back from picking up these.
Mm-hmm.
Huge billboard on Cervantes. I was coming from Pace Street,
Yeah.
shooting east. In bloody red letters, it says syphilis
Oh.
on the rise. Like get tested now and get treatment or whatever.
Oh.
And like 4 years ago, I'd be like, it would put me down a little bit, you know?
Like I need to go get.
Like, well, no, not that, but like, oh shit, like that's sad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I grinned from ear to ear that it was a billboard about something other than these fucking vaccines and this fucking
You know
current
what?
shit that's I was
hear you.
like, there's other shit. There's
Yep.
other shit to freak out about.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best day ever. Someone paid for fucking space on this billboard that wasn't fucking Pfizer or Moderna or whatever.
Yeah. Or Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum.
It was incredible. And seeing like, flu shot signs now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Go
oh,
get your flu
man.
shot.
Maybe it's going to be okay.
It's
you
gonna
know?
be fine.
Back to old syphilis and the flu.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
We're fine. Bring syphilis back.
Bring syphilis back, dude.
Come on.
Make syphilis great again.
Yeah.
Oh man, that needs a.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it made me happy, dude.
Hell yeah. It's the little things.
Which is really funny. Because I was naturally, like, not thinking of, like, a bit in my head, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
was joyous in my truck.
Yeah.
Oh, I also had 2 of these there with me, so it was just a great day.
Yeah.
And I
hell
see syphilis, and it makes it better.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Well,
What?
I see what you're saying because it's like think about it, like I don't know, in the Cold War, I guess I don't fucking know. In the Cold War, everyone's freaking out about communism, and then for years everyone's freaking out about the Soviets and the world's gonna get blown up by nuclear bombs. And then one day, the front page when you turn on the Channel 3 news on your little TV, it's talking about fucking I don't know, salmonella poisoning and chicken, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're not gonna get nuked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude.
I get that.
Perspective, dude.
Mm-hmm. I like that. You can't get syphilis in the metaverse.
No, you fucking can't. You can probably get a vaccine there, though.
Yeah, probably. God.
Unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, that's where the fucking 16th round of boosters is at.
Yeah. You're not allowed in this virtual club if you don't have your 17th booster.
Oh, you know that's going to be a thing.
Like in the metaverse?
Yeah.
Like it's just internet clout to have your vaccine.
Well, it's just going to be so politicized. Like
yeah.
the amount of universe that they're going to be, like you're gonna need to be, especially without like the right funds. Like, how do you think about this, or like, what are your political views or whatever? Like, are you vaxxed? And they'd be like, we don't want you here if you're not.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I bet.
I'm with. Yeah, I hope not, but
It depends who owns that realm. But there's gonna be people who own certain realms that think like that.
Yeah, it's a real possibility, for sure. I don't know, man. I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to get too extremist on here.
Yeah.
But I feel like what's happening is, with every tragedy, we lose a little bit of our freedoms. So, like, 9/11 was terrible, obviously, but with that, we got the acts that were put in place to where, I mean, we know that they can pull up anything we've said or done on our phones or texted anyone.
Yeah.
They have access to it, and they can hold it against us if they want to. They, as in the United States government, they can do that because of that the legislation that was pushed after 9/11.
Right.
That was a tragedy, and that COVID-19 is a tragedy. It's terrible. It's a pandemic. It's a terrible virus, and we're losing freedoms because of that, and we're not going to get them back.
No, we're not.
And so, like, yeah, that's, I hope our generation, like, whoever ends up being in positions of power, is able to dismantle a little bit of that. But, you know, that's very hopeful thinking on my part, but I hope that's what happens, because I don't want things like what you just described to be happening.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I hope that's what happens too, dude. But unfortunately, our generation, some of us are part of the problem as well.
Yeah.
But there's good eggs in every basket.
It comes down, though, to, like, it comes down to critical thinking, though. I feel like the critical thinkers are...
Well, that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they're, invoking this shit with the people way older than us.
It kind of comes down to the golden rule of do unto others how you would want to be, what you would want them to do to you.
Right.
I don't know how to fucking say it, but it's like,
yeah,
I don't want people to be looking at all my shit all the time.
Absolutely not.
So don't be doing it to others. All right, so I have one that's kind of a critique on culture. It's kind of funny, silly. I have one that's about, globalists. And then I have another one that's about something else that's silly. So what do you want first?
Globalists.
Do you know what the world...
This is how we conduct our conversations on the couch in the living room, by the way. Poolie will come in and be like, what do you want to hear about? I'm pissed off, I'm happy, and I'm sad.
Yeah, for real, dude. I don't know what to do. You know what the World Economic Forum is?
Which is really thoughtful of you.
Yeah. The Klaus Schwab guy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know it like you know it, but...
So they're trying to be the fucking head honchos of the globe.
Right.
Essentially.
These are the dudes who want to make it to where
you don't
no
own
one
anything.
can own anything.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a board of people on the World Economic Forum, right? The guy named Klaus Schwab, he's the head fucking honcho of this guy. But then there's other people who are like heads of certain divisions. So there's it's called the technology pioneer of the WEF. So the technology pioneer of the World Economic Forum. It's a girl, or a lady, sorry. And her sister's name is Ghislaine Maxwell. And that's a real thing. I researched it.
Huh.
I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to do with that information.
You didn't pull up a picture with that name, just a name.
I can pull up a picture.
Is it the Ghislaine Maxwell?
No. It's her sister.
Is she dead?
No, she's the acting technology pioneer.
The sister is?
Yeah. The Ghislaine Maxwell's sister.
Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell is the lady.
No, Ghislaine Maxwell has a sister, and her sister is the technology pioneer on the World Economic Forum. So Ghislaine Maxwell has like 3 sisters and a brother or something. From Robert Maxwell, their dad. And Robert Maxwell was this big media tycoon guy who liked to fuck children as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty giggly.
Yeah, that was the globalist thing. I don't know, man. The globalist. I sound like fucking Alex Jones.
That's all right.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Turning the frogs. If you got a slut in front of you, you gotta attack it. That's it.
Arg.
He has probably 60 million minutes of him recorded talking, and that's the craziest thing he's ever said.
That was the craziest shit
In front of a
ever.
live audience on stage.
Dude.
To like an adolescent boy.
You gotta attack it. It's simple. Goodness crazy. Dude.
You know, he sits back from the mic and he's like, that's not what I meant. It's not how I meant to say it. Well, you get the gist.
Yeah, then he drinks his whiskey and he... Ah!
Dude, people love him, dude.
See, I always was like, before he went on Kill Tony, I was like, Alex Jones he's a fucking nut. He's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah. He's one of the the funniest
hilarious.
human being he's one of the funniest people on the planet. He's hilarious.
It's like
he's a comedian.
we like him for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like people like him too much,
Yeah.
you know, and like he's their god.
Yeah.
But it's like
that's a little much.
you can, yeah. It's like, come on.
There's
There's some problems. There's some definite problems there, but you can still fuck with a guy.
Yeah.
But maybe not have him be your confidant.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't be listening to him every morning when you're drinking
And
coffee.
just soaking it in and just like
Yeah.
planning your day around what Alex Jones is
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
don't do that. But anytime he's on a mic, I'm listening. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
dude.
know,
He's hilarious.
he's so funny.
You know what's really funny? And it just kind of gives me a laugh every time I look at him. Not him as a person, but these things. Instagram hustle culture pages. You know what I'm talking about?
Elaborate.
Like, just those, you know, you ever get, you don't have Instagram, or you don't really get on Instagram anymore, right? So there's these things on Instagram, they're like hustle pages, or like hustle culture pages, where it's like, it'll just be like a picture of like Brad Pitt in a tuxedo, and then it'll just have a quote like, if your core group ain't talking about Bitcoin investing and bettering themselves, then you'll need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah, dude. I love those.
They're so fucking funny, bro.
They're so funny.
Oh my god. I don't know. I think they're fun. I love seeing
Like
them.
when I see them, they have 16 likes, and it's a picture of like a 2021 Aventador Lamborghini,
Yeah,
And it's
pixelated
like-
as fuck.
and it's like, it's like, fuck, what's this one I fucking saw, dude?
Yeah, it's in front of the biggest mansion on the planet.
32 likes. Fucking Lamborghini Aventador. It's like, you're in a relationship, you're a good guy. You're divorced, you're figuring out your shit. You're single, you're a legend.
Exactly. Like what?
It's like, damn, that picture is nice to look at. It's like, fuck.
What the fuck? What happened
I
to
don't
you,
know,
dude?
Yeah.
Whoever made that post, like, are you okay?
If you DM'd him, he'd be like, I'm broken.
Yeah. Will you Venmo me $15?
Dude, exactly.
Trying to hustle. Oh my god.
Oh, bro, did you ever fucking slam Zimas?
Dude, my mom used to drink so many Zimas.
What happened to Zima?
I don't know, but they were
Did
good.
they get in trouble?
I don't know. They were like Sprites that were just dank.
Yes, and
Good.
fucked you up.
Yeah.
Dude.
My mom used to fuck Zimas up. I swear to
That's
God.
fucking hilarious.
Mom.
Dude, I went to North Carolina with Sean and Kevin one time 3 years ago or something. Do you remember when I did that? Went to their cabin for a week.
Yeah.
Sean's cabin. We hit the Walmart there in like Asheville or whatever. And you know how like Walmart will have like the produce and then all the frozen stuff and then going on to condiments and stuff. And then we'll have clothes here.
Yeah.
And then the middle will have like deals or whatever, like either a shit ton of Bush Light, like whatever. There was like 4 pallets wide of Zimas. And we're like, what the fuck are these, dude? We bought like 64 of them. It got to the they're incredible. And I have not seen them one time.
I don't know where they've gone. I don't know what the deal is. Because my mom used to drink them. I mean, this was way back. And then I never saw them for years and years. I haven't seen a Zima in
So they just
10
pop
years.
in and out then.
I guess so. But they're good. I know they're good.
I wonder if if they're not good.
I wonder if
Yeah,
like,
you know?
like it's just Everclear mixed with Sprite.
Yeah. Let me hold on. We don't have Mason.
What's the deal, yo?
Hey,
I'm gonna see if we could order something right now.
do it. We need to find some Zimas. I haven't seen a Zima in like 10 years. I don't know what's up with that.
What's the deal, yo?
This is from. So I had it 3 years ago, which is like 2018 or whatever.
Yeah.
This person asked on Google, "Can you still buy Zima?" And on October 20th, 2008, Miller Coors LLC, which owns them, I guess, announced that it had discontinued production of Zima in the U.S., choosing instead to focus on other malternative. That's funny. Beverages.
Huh.
Zima is still sold and marketed in Japan. So, do you think that one Walmart in Asheville, North Carolina, got just a fucking truckload from someone found it or something?
They must have. Yeah. Yes.
What if I was the last person to drink a fucking Zima?
You might have been in the United States. We have to go to Japan. We have to go to Japan and drink Zimas. I'm not fucking around.
I want to go to Japan anyways.
I do too.
I want to do the indoor snowboarding.
Dude. Guys, we have
A GoFundMe.
go to OpenSea.io/Sergeant Pepper. OpenSea.io, link it in the description, /SGT Pepper, and buy our fart NFTs. We just uploaded them today. We have fart NFTs for sale, the first of its kind. You can be making history. OpenSea.io/Sergeant Pepper. Buy them. We'll take the money and we will go to Japan and we will drink Zimas in Japan.
And film every second of it.
Every second. We'll live stream it in fucking VR.
And we'll bring a case back
And we'll give it away.
and we'll give it away to a lucky winner.
But no, that's funny you brought Zimas up. My mom, should I call her right now and ask her about Zimas? For what? Oh, this.
Hey,
Hey, what are you doing?
nothing. I was just sitting here watching little people fixing to take a bath. What are you doing?
Hey, do you remember
Tell her we're on the pod. Be fair.
We're filming a podcast right now, so I'm recording you. Do you remember Zimas?
Oh, yeah, those are my favorite.
When's the last time you had any?
They showed up for about 2 years ago. They showed up for just a little bit, and then they disappeared again.
Huh.
Why?
Me?
Yeah, they showed up for just a couple of months, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jace just
Yeah.
brought him up. He said it was actually a few years ago. He was in North Carolina, and he said he bought some. But I
Yeah.
guess they discontinued. You can only get them in Japan now, apparently.
Oh, wow, those were really good.
I know.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were all over the place years ago, and then they popped up for just a short time, and then they disappeared again. They were good. You stick a lime in them. Oh my gosh, they were really good.
Well, all right. Well, cool. Well, we're going to finish this episode, and I'll call you in a little bit.
All right, come back.
All right.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Solid. She gave you it back for the cam.
Yeah, I was like, she always says it first. I guess she was
You're like,
nervous.
whoa.
Yeah, I was like,
All right, guys. I just really wanted to say that we're sorry. We miscalculated timing of like when these podcasts come out and shit. because usually we're pretty backlogged, but we're not anymore. This will be coming out, I think it'll be January 1st. It comes out Friday, so it comes out the 31st. So you guys get to see us right before the new year. Yesterday, our song Boom Boom dropped on all fucking platforms, literally everywhere you could ever possibly find music. It is on there. Please go listen to it. Let us know what you think about it. Send it to your friends, whatever. One of the better songs that we've ever done, for sure. It's a little different vibe than what everybody's used to. It's a pop song.
Definitely. No cussing or anything. It's clean. You can play
it's
it.
Clean. You can
And
play
it talks about New Year's. So
Yeah.
So go listen to it. It's play it at your New Year's parties because it's about New Year's Eve.